bàbá, ilé gbogbo ilé òrìṣà, ilé gbogbo òrìṣà ló lóhun rọ̀ wáyé àṣẹ.
Another day in Meritah. I am Karema Fahkara and this is SOEM, the Spirit of Elevation Media. Yes, we're back with another video. It has been some time. It's been some time since I last uploaded onto the SOEM YouTube channel. But as for today, I'm about to do a video introducing you to something I'm about to get into right now. And so, you know, what I can say for this moment in time, for this video, is, you know, you really get what you ask for in this life. And, you know, in all ways. And so, you know, there's things happening at the moment that, you know, I was not expecting. It's a cow in the background. That I was not expecting to be happening for at least 5 to 10 years. But, you know, the energies have made it happen now, and that's a lot to do with, you know, the positions that we've put ourselves in. So I'm just very grateful, and yes, I am currently sitting underneath a cashew tree, and I'm sitting on the land that I am about to start a farming project on with a collaborative team, an uncle that is, you know, like, you know, we are like family now, that I've been spending a lot of time with, has this land available for us to come together and start my first farming project. And for this part of the land, it's going to be the first farming project as well. You know, he was very happy with the idea because there's a big piece of land at the back here, and it's available for use, but because he's so busy and occupied with many other things, he didn't have the energy to do anything here. But, you know, many hands make light work. So I saw this space, and, you know, I told him what I was interested in doing, and he's been very supportive of that. And so we've teamed up, and with some others as well. And I would say the land, you know, I don't know how big this land is. I will confirm, but I'm thinking it's close to maybe even something like 80 by 50, if not more. So yeah, I'm real excited to get into this farming project, and I decided that I would document the experience and share it with you guys. Okay, so this is Spider, the owner of the land that we are on, and the uncle has you know, we spoke before about collaborating on, you know, on this farming project. I came to him telling him, you know, that I was interested in learning and using some land. I wanted to do a farming project, and he let me know about this big space that is available at this moment. So you know, that we could come together and continue that project, and we could you know, do something in the rainy season.
Yeah, I think that's a positive idea, okay? Because if you come here, you must have to bring something and to add on to what is already available. Okay, the idea of coming to create a new thing here might not work very easy for a starter, but you look at what is happening here, and then you can bring your ideas and put it on it. Okay, I live in this community called Falinkuta. Okay, we have this project where we provide an environment where young people you know, especially the children, will have at least to come and, you know, have time together and share. And some people will call it nursery school, you know, but it's an early childhood development center where we will look at issues that, you know, affect young people in the community and help address that in collaboration with their parents. Okay, the project is self-help project. So what we do is that we also look around with people who have that similar ideas, and then we come together to build up a community. Okay, this community is called Falimkuta. Falimkuta in Mandinka means new hope or new change. Okay. So obviously, if people leave Europe and come to Africa, the idea is to give them a new hope, a new sense of hope, where at least they could also start something that at least they could also use that to encourage other people to come home to.
Abaraka.
So what is happening here, my brother, after welcoming you, we have this space, and then this space can be utilized. I cannot do it alone, but together, we as a common brother, okay, we can have this thing in between, where we develop this piece of land. As you can see, we started clearing it, and then also to identify what we think we can grow. First, we don't want to start with growing and selling. First, we want to grow and eat. If we can provide what we eat, we can grow what we eat, then that's one way of alleviating poverty. Okay, instead of you go buy groundnut and other stuff from outside, you already have it grown and then it's available. Okay, so when we develop and then have enough for what we're going to eat, then we can sell. So the idea of this common garden or community garden is to bring ourselves together and then at least engage ourselves in the rainy season, because rainy season is a time when everybody can grow reasonably. You don't have to water. Okay, there is availability of rain, so watering is not necessary, and most of the things grow. Whatever you put in the ground will grow. You have different kind of lizards here. Okay? Yes, so this is one of the many lizards.
Okay.
They come out when these insects and flying insects in the beginning of the rainy season. You see most of these lizards coming out. So eating the insects.
So new animals will start to come out because of the different insects. Okay.
Yes, like how I was saying to somebody, I said maybe our animals also are waking up.
We
have inside a series of animals.
So that lizard is gonna eat it, or?
Well, I try to discourage these brothers about eating animals.
Okay.
Because if not, we will lose them in the future.
Okay.
These animals to me, they are getting away, they are fading away. Because what happens is anytime we see them, we kill them. Okay, and then sometimes you cannot even explain to your children what are these animals. Okay, so there'll come a time we will only see them in pictures.
It's true.
Okay, so yes, it sounds like he's going to eat.
Okay, so you say you try to discourage people
from eating
these types of wild animals. All animals, or just the wild?
These wild animals, especially these lizard-like animals. Because what happens is they also protect us from other things, because when these insects come out, they live on the insects. Okay. So they control the population of the insects. Okay. So nature provides them so that at least they are part of the ecosystem. But you see, because here people are so much into meat eating, and they have this wrong attitude, of every meat you see, you want to eat it. Some you preserve it. At least some children will have to come and see them. Okay. So in my area, because I'm a little bit disappointed, because if I'm there, they would not have killed this.
Okay.
They leave it, don't kill it. Okay. It could grow here, it could have a family, The same thing with snakes also. Anywhere they see snakes, they kill it. I don't think we should kill them. That's why God created them.
The one thing I would say is that at least if you kill them, you should eat them. At least that's you don't kill them for no reason.
Sometimes you only eat animals when you are hungry. Gambians, we are not starving in here. There are a lot of foods. Okay. So obviously, I don't know, man.
Well, that's a good point you make about the time that they come out, the reason why they come out, and you can disturb that process.
This is it.
You know, if you interfere with it.
Yeah, and then that's what we are doing. I think we are interfering.
Yeah.
Okay, before, I can tell you that before the idea of hunting,
Yeah.
okay, was to take your children to the bush
Uh-huh.
and then you hunt around.
Yeah.
The idea of hunting was not to kill.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes, the dogs might kill and eat.
Yeah.
Okay, because they are that animal.
Yeah.
But for us, is to explain to the children
Yeah.
or the young ones the animals, the name of the animals, the name of the plants, the
Uh-huh.
herbs, and the medicinal purpose. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you'll find it, among our elders, they will hunt for certain animals because they want to grow. They it's healthy. Okay. Because maybe some people will say that if you are sick, you can eat certain animals that it will cure you.
Yeah.
Okay, that is possible,
Yeah.
But most of this recent killing of this animal is just for fun, man. You cannot kill for fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, but the idea of before hunting was to go around and show children this is the rabbit,
Yeah.
this is the squirrel,
Okay.
this is mongoose,
Yeah.
this is
Okay.
so the children will know.
Yeah.
They don't have to look at it on the picture or whatever.
Yeah.
They can see it,
Yeah. Yeah.
So but now you rarely see these animals.
Wow.
Okay.
Because they're scared, obviously.
Because when the animals are threatened, they move
They
inside.
move away. Yeah.
Okay, but if we are very friendly with them,
Yeah.
there is no threat.
Yeah.
Obviously, you will be seeing them around.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So our
Okay.
nature is disappearing just like that, and that's not only limited to the animals also. Even
Yeah.
the birds.
Yeah.
There are series of birds you will see children with catapult, killing certain animals. The species of animals, birds, they
Yeah.
disappear.
Wow. Okay.
So all those things, I think,
Yeah.
the school will help to at least, update young people
Yeah.
about killing animals that
Yeah.
they could learn a lot from.
Yes. For me, I'm definitely would say I'm a novice in this area. This is the life that I'm, for those that know me, for those that know what I've been talking about, this is definitely the movement that I've been wanting to make for a long time. I didn't see it happening just yet, but here we are, and it's the start of a journey, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to learning, I'm looking forward to working, and I'm looking forward just to the whole experience. And my I have a little experience in growing, and thanks to my mother, she was always growing in the garden. Throughout the year, I would see like the process of germination. I would see her preparing seeds, saving seeds, planting, many different ways of planting the seeds. She had a greenhouse, conservatory, different places where she would store for different temperatures. Growing in the UK is very difficult. Here, I'm hesitant to say it's very easy, but let me get into it myself before I make that statement. But it's, you need to know your environment. So I'm going to be, working as an assistant, watching a lot, observing a lot, and learning a lot, a student really. So yeah, I'm just here on the land. I'm waiting right now for everyone to show up, and while I'm waiting, I'm sitting here under this cashew tree, and yeah, it's going to show you how many cashews are just dropping from the tree, the ripe ones. They're just like all over the floor. Yeah. See cashew apples everywhere. Like every few minutes I just keep hearing boom, boom, boom. Cashew apples just hitting the ground like every few seconds. There's so many of them everywhere. So I'm very excited because this is a very natural process for farming, and you know, the rainy season has just started, and you know, I left in October, and this is the first rain that I've felt since October. And you know, it's crazy really. Like, it's, for me, you know, coming from the UK where, you know, we have rain, you know, without a doubt every week. It's an interesting contrast, because in the UK, you know, people are always complaining about the rain, and the fact that there's no sunlight, or you know, we rarely get any sunlight. And here it's just the complete opposite. You know, it's like the rain starts, and you know, people are so happy for the rain to come, for many reasons. I mean, for one reason, you know, it's so hot, and people are always complaining about the sun here. Like, so you know, people will complain about the sun, and when the rain comes, you know, it brings a lot of, you know, coolness, especially in this season, which is very, very hot. So you know, it's interesting for me, you know, observing this and seeing, you know, one thing I realize is that no one's happy, you know. Everybody wants what everyone else has, or you know, everyone wants to be where someone else is. You know, interesting dynamic to witness. But yes, so as it is the rainy season, one of the reasons people are happy is because many of the farmers will start planting their seeds. This is the time for farming, and what I love about that, what I really love about that, is how that sits in with the ecology, and how that is in harmony with the environment. You know, in the West, we're not used to this way of farming anymore. You know, we have water irrigation systems that are constantly spraying out water, spraying out chemicals and pesticides. It's just, you know, consistent, and then we wonder why the soil gets depleted. A lot of that is because of, you know, harsh chemicals. But I would even say that farming on the land all year round maybe has a detriment too. I think, you know, that's something worth exploring. And I think, you know, allowing the seasonal process to take its course is you know, definitely a very natural way of doing the farming. Yeah. I'm doing a video. Yeah. Yeah. So there's like two children just walked by, and they're like wondering like who I'm talking to.
Okay, putting it in comparison, the crops that are grown in the rainy season and the crops that are grown outside the rainy season, you will realize that, you know, they differ in quality. Okay, because the rain products, okay, are more healthier, okay, more good than, you know, the ones that are watered with I call it this chemically modified water. Because if you are using tap water like what we normally use in the garden, you see we use a tap water, which is a water pipe-borne water that has chlorine in it. So as I'm not a scientist to say the effect of chlorine on the growth of a food or on a plant, okay? But I know chlorine is not very healthy. Okay, so having the watering your plant, watering your nature, your soil with chlorine for a whole year, I'm very sure might affect the soil texture. It might also affect the product of that soil. Okay, but unlike the rainwater, because sometimes before you see people harvesting rainwater because they don't want to use chlorine water in their garden system. Okay. So obviously, if like you said, there is a time of the year when African, especially this part of the Gambia, they will grow enough food in this time of the year, okay, that will serve them till the following rainy season. Okay, so the other parts of the year you don't cultivate the land as such.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so cultivation of the land, especially farmland like this, are only preserved for the rainy season. So most of the people will also exercise something called crop rotation.
Okay.
Okay, or mixed farming.
Okay.
Crop rotation, like this year we are trying to grow groundnut here.
Yes.
So maybe next year, because groundnut is tuberous.
Yes.
Okay, so next year we might do something like corn.
Okay.
Or something different.
That's the rotation.
So that will not affect
Yeah.
the soil texture. It
Yeah.
will not also weaken the soil very easily.
Because if you're just growing the same thing continuously.
Yeah, exactly. That can weaken the soil. You know.
Okay.
Yes.
There is a scripture, a papyrus, called the Great Book of Divine Ordinances, and this is also goes by the name of the 77 Commandments. And there is a commandment that states, "Thou shalt not block the flow of water," or "Thou shalt not stop water when it is supposed to flow," something along those lines. And I remember there was a plumber in our initiation, and his first thing, his question was like, "Wow, I'm a plumber. Like, what am I supposed to do?" And I remember the answer was like, just everyone has to make a living, and we are in the system that we're in. But just sit back, take time, and meditate on the commandment. And it's through observing the natural cycles of nature and being in an environment where nature is so abundant, and what we call development has not overtaken the nature completely. It allows you to really see the benefit of the lack of development, what some are calling underdevelopment, that I would call still preserved, because I think we need to flip the narrative that where we don't see development, there's a problem there. That's a very interesting commandment, and it ties into the irrigation system that we see with farming all over the world, really, those who wish to farm all through the year. And that's not to say that I wouldn't do that, or that I'm against farming all over the world. And that's not to say that I wouldn't do that I wouldn't start a farm and drill a borehole and have a water supply and maybe farm throughout the year. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't do that, but I definitely like having a space and having spaces that do not do that as well. I'm just very interested in trying to preserve these natural techniques and natural ways of farming, and that includes the timing that we farm, because this is a perfect time to farm. 3 to 4 months of rainwater, and heavy rainwater is just a very ideal time to start farming, and using this season to farm is very cost effective. I know on this first day we are about to clear the land. We're going to clear all the rubbish, we're going to take out all the weeds, and that is the first step in the process. Okay, so something I forgot to mention that is going to be involved in the early stages on this land is going to be fencing the place, because there are cows, herds of cows just roaming around. Another thing I love about being here, just about to step in some cow dung. That's not what I love about being here. But yeah, another thing that I love about being here is just seeing wild animals roaming free. Not even wild, domestic, farmed animals, domestic animals roaming free. Not being held anywhere, but being allowed to walk around and find their own food. Assalamu alaikum. This one is got your clothes, I think. These animals are going to be healthy. These are the type of animals that you can be happy eating, knowing that that is a healthy animal that's had a good life, had a natural life. But yeah, so this land is in need of a fence in order to stop the animals such as the cows, the goats, the sheep, and others from getting in and eating the crops, because that will almost certainly happen. Although in saying that, something that I found out about farming in Gambia that is very interesting is those who own animals, they actually keep them locked in. They keep them in their compounds during the rainy season because they know that this is the time where farmers will be out planting, and not everybody has fences. And you know, much of the country here relies on agriculture. So during the rainy season, a big percentage of the population are going to be growing and using their land to grow food. So you know, if that's the case and not everybody has fences, you know, there's like a respect there for those who own animals, that they will keep their animals, you know, in their compound, and they won't allow them to just roam freely to be eating people's crops. Because if they do that, you can go to the what's known as the alcalo, which is like the local chief of the area, and you know, you can demand to be compensated by whoever owns that animal for the damage to your crop. So because of that situation that's been brought about within the community, those who own animals will be very careful not to let their animals out. But regardless, you know, speaking with the uncle who owns this land, he suggested to me that we should fence it anyway. So, you know, I think it's a good idea. So, you know, we're going to start the fencing process at the same time. So it's like 70 by 50 that we have space
Yes,
for farming.
yes.
Okay,
70, yes, 70 by 50.
okay.
So what we are going to look at is how do we use the local fence,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So I'm thinking of using some of the sticks that we have,
Okay,
okay? Like these sticks,
okay.
okay? And then we also source out other sticks.
Like this, or you mean?
No, this one is on straight, but the straight ones like that one, you know, because you see these
Like
sticks, yeah, this
this,
one is an
okay.
iron fence. This one is a very strong wood.
Okay,
This
which wood
can
is
la-
this?
Huh?
Which tree is that from?
I don't know how they call it in Mandinka, but we call
Okay.
it Kembo.
Kembo. Kem.
Kembo. It lasts forever.
That means it's strong,
Yeah.
yeah?
This is the tree that we
Yeah.
serve.
Okay.
Because these trees were put here well before I was born.
Okay.
This was the original fence that they used to demarcate this place.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
and it's still standing.
It's the original wood you would use for the fence.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So I have few of them scattered around.
Yeah.
So we can use that to fence it.
Okay.
So like I said, we will use about, did I say 20 liters, 20 kilos, let's say, 20 kilos of groundnuts
Yes.
to cultivate in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we still have to do, you know, we have to trim the trees
Mhm.
a little bit,
Okay.
okay? And then,
Like at the bottom,
yes, at the bottom. so
or
we can
even so the sun.
have- yeah, this one can touch some of the plants.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's it. So what
Okay.
we need to do fencing is fence this way,
Yeah.
that way,
Yeah.
and that way.
Yeah.
So this way we are going to fence it up to the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I have, you know, the fence that I was using here,
Yeah.
you know, a short fence door.
Okay.
So maybe we can use that for this side,
Okay.
okay, and secure some, you know, funding to do other fencing, you know? Yes,
Oh, so we have enough, you're saying, to cover one side?
yes, from here to there.
Enough sticks or enough?
Enough sticks, I think.
Yeah,
We can use
okay.
some sticks
Okay.
from the available sticks that we have here.
And then we need to buy for this
Yes, for
side?
that side, yeah.
Okay.
So we are also going to source that out and see how much that will cost us.
Okay.
They sell it in 50 meters.
Okay.
Okay. In the rainy season, the animals will be kept.
Yeah.
So the fencing will have to target after,
Okay.
for instance,
Okay.
after the rainy season. But the
Yeah.
most crucial part is this way.
Okay. Okay.
You know, this way.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, jërëjëf. Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, that's it.
Ataya. Yeah. Ah, very good. You know, sometimes I have a tire and it's very strong,
Yes.
but this one is it's perfect.
Yeah, it's just
Very good.
Yeah, this is the gelamin. Yeah.
What needs to be done before we plant the seeds, I do not know. I have an idea, but I do not know, and I do not know what the process will be for germinating those seeds as well, if we're just going to put them directly into the land. So I'm interested to see, and I know that the first thing that we are going to grow will be groundnuts, or what is more commonly known as in the West is peanuts. But you know, there as we go on, there's going to be many other things that we can introduce to the land. And on this land already there are multiple gardens growing, you know, different things from cassava to tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, all sorts of different things are being grown around here, lots of fruit trees. But this is going to be the biggest plot dedicated to farming. And so, you know, let's see what we can do at the end of it. You know, we've spoken about, you know, selling the produce at the end. We've spoken about, you know, having some for our local community, and you know, we've spoken about even making peanut butter and producing, you know, like some products here in the Gambia that we can sell, that are made here in the Gambia. So there's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of different things that we can do, and you know, one step at a time. Let's get started. So I'm gonna get up now and get to work, and we're gonna start clearing this land.